Hello, and welcome to Lepages Starkist Tuna Reviews, lovingly presented for Brian Marshall on his birthday. And there we are there. It's Brian, it's me, it's Lepage. Let's just move straight in, shall we? So we're going to be reviewing all the ones that you got me from the Americas, starting with Deli Star. So I ate Deli Star on the 23rd of June 2025. I had it with a toasted bagel and some butter on that. I believe it was Lurpak. The pros of this tuna, I really like the pickly taste it had with it, and wow, it's just about that pickly taste really. Cons were there's nothing really of note. It was probably a little bit salty, so that gives it the score of 4 out of 5, which is not bad. As Einstein says, you can strive not to be a success, rather to be a value. And I think this is great value for whatever you paid for it. Moving on, Red Hot. Red Hot. I ate that on the 26th of June, 2025. I had this with sourdough. I believe it was from Tesco's, again with some butter. Wow, it had a really good spice to it, tasty spice from memory. But the cons were it wasn't red and it wasn't super hot, so I don't think the name suits the taste, unfortunately. The score for this was 4.2. And like Steve Jobs says, every good product of sin is because a group of people cared deeply about making something wonderful that they and their friends wanted. They wanted to use it themselves. And I believe Sunkist knew what they were doing when they made Red Hot. It's a great, great product. Moving on, Bacon Ranch. So I had this on the 30th of June. And I had this with some sourdough again. And I had some cheese on this one. I fancied some cheese that day. It would have been cheddar. It could have been Gouda. No, it was cheddar, I remember. I really enjoyed the artificial bacony taste with this one. It was very, very good. But it wasn't very ranchy. I went in with high hopes and they were shattered quite early on. Probably the first bite, my hopes were shattered there. So that really brought it down for me, giving it the score of 3.7 out of 5, unfortunately. But fail again, and fail better, as Samuel Beckett said. So Sunkist can learn something from us there. Moving on to Hot Buffalo. Hot Buffalo on the 10th of July 25. I had this in a wrap with cheese toasted. Just noticed on the packaging there, they also have it in a wrap. Maybe that inspired me. Tasted just like Red's, Frank's Red's hot sauce, which I fucking love, as you know. The con was that when I was making it, the cats got really excited, thinking it was cat food, and that did put me off eating it a little bit until I took the first bite, and it was fantastic. Quite a good score on this one. 4.7 out of 5 for Hot Buffalo. Passion, discipline, focus, and hard work are the ingredients for success, as well as Hot Buffalo. Moving on to Ranch. Now, I had Ranch on the 9th of September 25. I had it with a tuna mayo baguette, the first half. The second half will make an appearance later on. Christ alive, this was good. I remember I had it with capers, cheese, mayo, and then I tied it up a bit. But you can still taste the ranch, so it's not too bad. The con is I did try this out of the packet because obviously I've got to try it without adding all my tartness to it, and it wasn't super ranchy. I do like a bit of ranch myself, so that it does need a tightening up a little bit. So Starkist, maybe whack some capers in, maybe a little bit of mayo. You could really change the game there. Give it a 4. Give it a 4 out of 5. So, in the words of Tiger Woods, you can always try and keep getting better. So, take from that what you will. Moving on, jalapeno. Wow, this was a cracker. 9th of September had this. It was the second half of the baguette. And you were waiting for that. Mary Mother, this was good. Really, really good. It shocked me. I'm not, as you know, Brian, not jalapeno man. I am not. But this may have changed me. Ever since I ate this, I've changed my jalapeno habits. It's fantastic. I really, really have to say. Cons, some of the jalapenos were chunky, but honestly, I actually quite like that. There's a little bit of crunch to it. It wasn't soggy, crunchy, fantastic. I've actually got a note here from previous me. So if we'd like to listen to that, please.
Hey Brian, just on the jalapeno, it was fantastic. I haven't stopped thinking about it. Definitely get it again. It's number one. Hey,
You heard it there. It is number one. So the score for that one was a 4.8 out of 5. Success is a journey, not a destination. But if it was, the destination would be Tuna Creations Jalapeno. It was out of this world. I cannot wait to eat it again. Next time you're in the Americas, please do bring me back a packet of the Jalapeno Tuna Creations. Moving on to sweet and spicy, from number one to maybe last. It is last. I had this on the 17th of September on toast with butter. The pros, it was hard to find one. It was crap. Very little spice, and the spice that I could taste was all right, wasn't great. Cons of this was it was very, very sweet. I don't think tuna and sweetness should ever go hand in hand. Sugar doesn't belong. I think this is a really big failure for Starkist. But come on, let's not be hard on ourselves, shall we?
Hi Brian. Sweet and spicy just needs one other note. It was the worst of the bunch. Not your fault. These things happen. Next time, don't pick that one. It's definitely, well, probably I think the worst Sunkist product I've ever had in my life. I've had a few now, yeah, number one yet to come.
Well, it's not.
Sweet and spicy just needs one other note. It was.
What was the score we gave that one? It was a 1.2 out of 5. That is super, super low. I'm sorry, but you shouldn't fear mistakes. You will know failure, and you've got to continue to reach out. That's Benjamin Franklin that said that. Take from that what you will. On to the last one: rice, beans, and jambalaya. Had this on the 23rd of September. Had it on its own, straight out the packet, because it was a grain bowl. It was not a tuna packet like the rest of them. This quite impressed me. More than I thought. It was claggy, very stuck together, which I love. I love claggy things. I'm a claggy man. It had very nice Cajun sort of punch to it. I put hint. Cons, it was missing something. I added a little bit of salt, a little bit of aromat to it. I think it was, and it did lift it up. I think a little bit more seasoning may have done this wonders. So, Starkist, if you are watching, or Brian, if you'd like to send this into Starkist, maybe you could add a little bit of salt into there, maybe a bit of aromat, maybe just a little bit of spice. But I liked it. And I gave it a good review of 4.5 out of 5. And I've kept the Benjamin Franklin thing there because it was not duplicate side or anything. It's because if you do reach out, you've had your failures with your sweet and spicy, and then you can make something like this. You've really got to strive to be better. So, in summary, or tuna takeaway, number one was jalapeno, 4.8. Hot buffalo came in second with 4.7. The rice and beans jambalaya in third place with 4.5. In fourth, we had the red hot, 4.2. Fifth place, deli style with a 4. Sixth place was Bacon Ranch with a 3.7, and then coming in dead last with a sweet and spicy score of 1.2. Very unfortunate. And that just leads me to say, happy birthday, Brian. I hope you have a fantastic day. Here are a few things that you love. Obviously, Ohio. Not Columbus there. Or maybe you do. I don't know I know you're not from there. But you are from Ohio. And I know you like it there. There's some pugs there. None of them are yours, but I know you're a fan of pugs. And then there's New York's pizzas. I know you like a New York slice. I know, obviously, Chicago is very, in your heart. But, you love a New York slice. I know that. And obviously, there's me there. And I know you love me too. So, thanks, everyone. Thanks, Brian. Happy birthday for watching. And thank everyone else, for watching my Starkist reviews. I can't wait to eat jalapeno Starkist again. Thanks all. Happy birthday, Brian. And Bye.